everyone, welcome back to the land of Endiness! Terrible things are gonna happen if we don't stop that moon dagger from being passed on. Also, I should probably do something. Hold on. There we go. Fun fact, I am pretty sure that I have never ever used this thing. Yeah, I should have equipped this before resting. I forgot to. I'm actually going to be using the same, for this upcoming... So, for this upcoming boss, I'm going to be using the same strategy that I've always used. It's just that the amulet's going to help out with that. Also, oh, wait a sec. I forgot to talk to Martel. I think she's still here. Those certainly don't look like the Royal Guards. I'm gonna go talk to Martel. I forget what she gives you for 30 Stardust. It's probably not going to be any help to us at this immediate moment in time, but... You know, it's something to do. I might as well just get it out of the way. She's in here. Oh good, she is still here. Also, I find it a little odd that it plays the normal town music when you're inside the buildings. Yeah, the War God's Sash. That, I think it accumulates... I think it accumulates SP... Oh, raises SP by 50%. Okay. I think that means the gained SP from attacking and stuff. That would actually be useful for leveling your Dragoons up faster. Nah, they had more of a bluish look to them. They were like blue and white. You guys are like grayish and white. Well, let's go see if we can talk to Princess Lisa. Now is the time where we're finally going to climb these towers. Also, this is a stealth segment, so you don't want to get caught by these guys. If they do catch you, then they run you back to the entrance of the castle. But getting past them isn't too hard, though. Thankfully, they can't hear you, so you can run like a lunatic, even if you're 2 feet behind them. And once you get past those, you're free. Now, you can tell this guy up here is a real guard. That would be a beautiful view, by the way. Just imagine waking up to that. Getting anything? Darn. Well, we can hope. Oh, whoops. Oh yeah, you don't get kicked back to the entrance, you just get kicked back to wherever you entered the screen from. There we go. But if Emille gave that order, shouldn't Lisa technically be able to override it? I mean, they're both princesses, so shouldn't they hold, like, equal power? Because I doubt King Zaire would have ordered that Lisa not be able to attend her own sister's ceremony. So it must have been an order from Emille, or I should say the fake Emille. But of course, these guys aren't even the real guards, though. These are just bandits. If you try coming up here without Lisa, then you won't be able to get past these guys. I guess it's the only place you haven't been able to look, probably. Probably the bandits. Congo's already outside, though. Okay, say the same thing. Well, you should, because you're standing right next to it. If it isn't blatantly obvious, we need to check this portrait here. Well, she did just say it was a magical space, so I would assume so. Oh, well, look who it is. I always wonder what would happen if you fell down into that. Like, would you seriously just, like, end up in a whole different dimension? That'd be crazy. Let's touch the big glowing orb thingy over here. Easy enough. Yeah, about that, we might want to get to the Sun Chamber. Right. Time to expose this imposter for who she really is. Oh, hi, guys. Guess who I have with me? By the way, that's actually scripted. You can't actually sneak by here if you have Emille in your party, because she will... Yeah. Let's just say their plan just kind of failed. Well, don't gotta worry about them anymore. Oh, you guys are still here, huh? Someone wants to talk to you. Yeah, before we go, we should probably save. Wait, did I step into the... Oh. There we go. Alright. Let's do this! I have an objection. She's an imposter! Yeah, it looks like it. Unless you can swim really well. Well, here we are! The battle versus Lenus. And this is the boss that I'm sure many Dragoon fans watching this playthrough have been waiting for. So, to start with, Lenus is not a pushover. In fact, she is one of the most difficult bosses in the whole entire game as far as the main story is concerned. She might even be the most difficult, depending on how well prepared you are and whether or not you have a strategy for dealing with her, because she has extremely powerful magic attacks. And there's multiple strategies for dealing with her, and I'm going to do the thing that most people don't recommend to do. I'm going to use Dragoons. Just gotta wait till it rolls around to Dart's turn. See, the thing about Lenus is if you don't use magic, I think it's specifically Dragoon magic against her, she's actually a lot easier because she won't really go bonkers with the spells. But if you start casting Dragoon magic on her and turn into Dragoon, she starts going nuts and getting, like, ridiculous numbers of turns. And she can hit you with some really powerful stuff. But, you know what? We're just gonna fight raw power with raw power here. So, Miss Lenus, say hello to Final Burst. And this is the reason I put the amulet on Dart. Normally I have 60 MP, which is enough for 2 Final Bursts at this point, but since I have the amulet on, I'll have enough for 4. But of course, we're only at Dragoon level 3, so I'll actually only be able to do 3 maximum during this special, but that should be enough to finish her off, though. See, the thing is, even though this is going to cause Lenus to start hitting us with her strongest stuff, we're going to be doing so much damage to her that it probably won't even matter, really. I'm also going to be having Albert use Rose Storm to lessen the damage from her attacks. So everybody should be able to stay alive until she's defeated. Hopefully. There's always the chance that a battle with Lenus using this strategy might not go too well. There is actually a possibility that I could die here, but hopefully I'll be able to pull through and beat her, because this is what I always do. See, even as a Dragoon, her attacks are really damaging. Yeah. It might have actually been better to swap Haschel for Rose, because then Rose could be using Astral Drain to heal everybody a little bit. Oh my gosh, this is not going the way I wanted it to. Wow, I might actually lose to Lenus. I didn't think she was going to get 4 turns in a row. Usually she gets 2 or 3. Oh, good. Well, I got that at least. Okay, we need to get Rose Storm out right now. Hopefully I'll be able to get Haschel or Albert out of Dragoon form soon so that they'll be able to use a Healing Breeze.
Rose Storm!
By the way, fun fact, on my first time playing through this game, my party for dealing with Lenus was, Dart. Yeah, get a load of this. Dart, Albert, and Kongol. Yeah, I used Congo on my first playthrough. Things didn't go so well for me, especially against this boss. Okay. Now she's in the yellow. Another final burst and she should be in the red. Oh man, I really goofed that up. Now I just have to hope it'll get around to Hashel's turn again before everyone just dies. Aw, Dragoon special's over. Let's go ahead and cast Rose Storm again to be safe.
Rose Storm!
Now, as long as I can survive the upcoming barrage of attacks, we should be okay. Oh. Well, okay then. I'm actually getting pretty lucky here, because normally when you go Dragoon, she's a lot... You know how crazy she went hitting like 4 times in a row? The first time I hit her with Final Burst? She usually goes like that for much longer than she did, so... Oh, this right here is the worst. Because Dart is weak to, ice and water. And remember, that was with Rose Storm on. So yeah, let's finish Lenus off here. Thankfully, since she's water elemental, Dart's Heat Blade is pretty effective against her. Although he's still not doing as much damage as Albert can do with Gust of Wind Dance, though. Speaking of which... I think this should be enough to finish her off.
Gust of wind, dance!
And there we go! Lenus is defeated. I was a little nervous there at the start when she was hitting me with all those attacks, but we managed to pull through and my strategy worked. I would say that strat works about 80% of the time for me. There have been a few times where I've game overed using that strategy, but it usually works pretty well. And that's usually what people recommend not doing. Like, a lot of people, don't suggest using Dragoons against her since it makes her go crazy with the magic, but I just proved that it can very well be done. Yeah, if you guys didn't notice, during the battle, she could kind of fly. Yep. That was a Wingly. They're still alive, apparently. Why is the music sounding all echoey? Is that my Elgato screwing up, or does some weird glitch happen with the game? I'm confused. I actually kind of like it like this. It sounds kind of nice. Well then, crisis resolved. Yeah, we heard a rumor of a sea dragon in Elisa Bay. Oh well. Maybe we won't run into it if we get lucky. I'm gonna... Wait, what did I have on Dart before? Was it a... Wait, was it a fake power wrist? Must have been a fake power wrist. Let's go ahead and put that back on. Because I don't need all the extra MP now. Alright then. Oh, now the music's back to normal. I guess sleeping at the end fixed it. I guess it wasn't my Elgato. Anyway. So, we stopped Lenus and well, we didn't really save the Moon Dagger. She kind of got away with the Moon Dagger. But hey, at least we exposed Lenus for who she was. And defeated pretty much the hardest boss in the main story. So, well, one of the hardest bosses. I would say Lenus is between her and a certain other boss on Disc 3. It's hard for me to say which one I honestly think is harder, but with the right strategies, both of them can be dealt with fairly easily. And I would argue that Lenus is actually quite a bit harder than the Disc 3 boss, just purely for the fact that, I don't know. Like, you know what, never mind. I'll explain it when we get there. Also, why am I going into the save menu again? What am I thinking? Anyway, end of episode. See you next time, everyone.